Hide your online activity and location with Virtual Shield VPN. Your 20% off code and your free trial are in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. In my short life here on this earth, I've come to realize that integrity, honesty, and faithfulness have become more and more difficult to find. And I find it absolutely fascinating that in the face of the steadfast peace, freedom, and comfort truth can offer a human being, so many continue to cling to the soul-disturbing, life-wrecking, humanity-crushing lies that may offer them temporary reprieve from the stern gaze of justice, but in the end leaves its victims as nothing more than hollow shells of gum-flapping, disingenuous, and really monstrous cretins. And what's even more astonishing to me is not so much that a Bill or Hillary Clinton or Nixon or George Soros or John Podesta exists. What's amazing is that so many people, even in this internet age where information is readily available and waiting at our fingertips, are still willing to abandon reason, logic, love, and truth to follow such clear examples of human monstrosities. When I look at interviews like this one I'm about to show you, I can't help but think of the demons that must toy with the mind of such a deep-seated, narcissistic psychopath. To be a Bill or Hillary Clinton, to do the things you have to do to attain the level of a high-ranking government official, you have to be someone whose conscience is absolutely seared. How else could you live with the burden of knowing all the evil you've done, all the people you've hurt, all the lies you've told, all the lives you've cost, because you had a hand in creating and enacting policies that destroyed millions? They've taken wealth that's not theirs, abused their power, and breached the trust of a multitude of people. I can't even fathom the thought of that. Take a listen to a classic clinical example of an unrepentant liar and abuser when he's asked a pretty gutsy and pointed question. And keep in mind, dozens of people have been found dead for less than the publicly embarrassing question this interviewer asks Bill Clinton.
Questions about some of the decisions which have been made.
This March, Monica Lewinsky penned an op-ed in Vanity Fair taking responsibility for her part in the scandal, but also admitting that years later she was diagnosed with PTSD from the unrelenting public scrutiny. One of the things that this Me Too era has done, it's forced a lot of women to speak out.
Look at Slick Willie's face as this interviewer brings up the Me Too movement, encouraging women to come forward, to come out and stand alongside other women who've been victims of sexual predation, harassment, and assault. You're staring at the face of a supreme sexual harasser in chief.
One of those women, Monica Lewinsky, she wrote in an op-ed that the Me Too movement changed her view of sexual harassment. Quote, "He was my boss. He was the most powerful man on the planet. He was 27 years my senior. With enough life experience to know better, he was at the time at the pinnacle of his career while I was in my first job out of college." Looking back on what happened then,
you can almost hear Bill thinking, okay, Billy boy, keep your cool, keep a straight face. We're gonna get through this, and this guy's ass is toast. I'm gonna have to call in some CFR favors for this one. Make it look nice and accidental-like.
Through the lens of Me Too now, do you think differently or feel more responsibility?
This guy's like, what the fuck? This is way off script, way off script.
No, I felt terrible then, and I came to grips with it.
Did you ever apologize to him?
No, yes, and nobody believes that I got out of that for free.
Nobody believes I got out of that for free? In other words, Bill wants to convince you that he's paid for his gross abuse of power. Then he says this.
I left the White House $16 million in debt.
What the hell did you just say?
But
people who know what's really going on don't believe you, Bill. No doubt this is another lie. But I gotta hand it to you and Hillary. At least you two are consistent on this lie.
We came out of the White House not only dead broke, but in debt. We struggled to, piece together the resources for mortgages for houses, for Chelsea's education. It was not easy.
Even if they were in debt, Bill and Hillary more than made up for it when the Clinton Foundation made off with the billions of dollars they stole from the Haiti Earthquake Relief Fund. And I won't even go into the millions they made for their speaking engagements over the years. But let's continue with this clinical observation and overview as we stare into the mind of a psychopathic liar.
You typically have ignored gaping facts.
Yeah, you probably don't know anything about ignoring gaping facts, do you, Bill? Like how many times your name appears in the flight logbook of convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein's plane Lolita Express?
In describing this, and I bet you don't even know them. This was litigated 20 years ago. 2/3 of the American people sided with me.
Another thing Bill likes to take comfort in, the opinion of the majority. Look, Bill, you're a liar. You've proven yourself a liar. And even if 99% of the people sided with you, you're still a liar. And nothing's going to change that.
They were not insensitive to that. I had a sexual harassment policy when I was governor in the 80s.
What does that have to do with anything? You had a policy as governor and you didn't get caught. You became president and you got caught. Having a policy and abiding by that policy are two different things.
I had 2 women chiefs of staff when I was governor. Women were overrepresented in the Attorney General's office in the 70s for their percentage in the bar. I've had nothing but women leaders in my office since I left.
Have you ever seen such a pathetic and desperate attempt by somebody to justify a misdeed everybody knows he committed that he first lied about? This is truly interesting.
You are giving one side and omitting facts.
Mr. President.
Giving one side of the story and omitting facts, huh? And this is coming from a guy who said this.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.
I'm not trying to present a side.
You asked me if I agreed. The answer is no, I don't.
And I asked if you'd ever apologized, and you said you had.
I have.
You've apologized to her.
I apologize to everybody in the world.
It is important to me that everybody who has been hurt know that the sorrow I feel is genuine.
What the hell did you just say?
First and most important, my family, Monica Lewinsky and her family.
But you didn't apologize to her.
I have not talked to her.
Do you feel like you owe her an apology?
No, I do. I do not. I have never talked to her, but I did say publicly on more than one occasion that I was sorry.
Look at this guy. He's really proud of the fact that he can utter the words, "I'm sorry," as though that means anything coming from a guy like him.
That's very different. The apology was public.
And you don't think a private apology is owed?
I think this thing it's 20 years ago. Come on, let's talk about JFK. Let's talk about, LBJ. Stop already.
I don't think you think President Kennedy should have resigned? Do you believe President Johnson should have resigned? Someone should ask you these questions because of the way you formulate the questions.
Always putting it back on somebody else, huh, Bill?
I dealt with it 20 years ago plus. And the American people, 2/3 of them stayed with me.
Again, he really likes and takes some kind of sick comfort from that statistic.
And I've tried to do a good job since then with my life and with my work.
Well, the Haitians, for one, don't think so.
Well, we have every reason to be mad because the Clintons have destroyed Haiti for the decades. And, they pretend to be our friends when in reality they are our #1 enemies. There are some other people who clearly behave like they don't like us. So it's easy for us to protect ourselves against them because we know they are our enemies. But the Clintons are even more dangerous because they pretend to be our friends when in reality they're destroying Haiti.
Because I heard that the Clinton Foundation and all these other organizations gave over $6 billion to Haiti for the relief effort, especially during the kind of natural disasters that you guys have gone through. Is that true?
No, it's more than true. The money is much more than $6 billion. You see, after the earthquake, countries around the world donate billions of dollars. The amount was much larger than $6 billion. and Bill Clinton was in charge of the money. And not only people around the world, but also American celebrities donate a lot of larger money to rebuild Haiti. And hundreds of homes were destroyed after the earthquake. And if you can believe, the people are still living under tents. That's unacceptable. And not only they held the money, they kept the money, but Haiti had enough resources for them to be very comfortable. Haiti have oil, more oil than Venezuela. Nobody's talking about. Haiti have gold. We have one of the largest gold mine in the Caribbean. So, and they let the world, nobody's saying anything about our goals. And who do you think is in charge of our gold right now? The contract. Tony Rodham, Hillary Clinton's brother. Wow. He's got a 26 years contract. And then also Haiti used to produce, we used to produce our own rice. We didn't have to buy rice overseas. Bill Clinton destroyed our rice so his brother can sell the rice from Arkansas. Yeah, wow. So they're doing a lot of things. Right now, if there's a millionaire or a billionaire who wants to do business in Haiti, they cannot do anything unless they check with the Clintons. The Clintons are the one who's running Haiti. Yeah. And we are living in the 21st century. We are the first black people who liberate ourselves from the French rule. We fought 3 empires, the British, the Spanish, the French. So it's unacceptable for us to be occupied right now.
As we saw the investigations into where a lot of the relief funds for Haiti came into, and it ultimately went nowhere to the people but big multinational corporations, and a lot of the people who are still dealing with that natural disaster never got any relief because all the money that was funneled into them, even through the Red Cross, even through the Clinton Global Initiative, which the Clinton Global Initiative sometimes uses and brags like, look, we helped out Haiti, we did this for Haiti. What did they do for Haiti, and what's the current situation there?
What have the Clinton, not only Haiti, what have the Clinton done with their foundation? They don't help anyone. They're just enriching themselves. Going, stealing people's money, resources, that's what they do. We're asking friends, the American friends, to stand up with us. This is unacceptable. We cannot allow this to happen. We are living in the 21st century. We cannot allow a liar, a crooked, a thief to be president. We cannot allow that to happen. If that happened, I will have no respect for America or United States anymore.
That's all I have to say to you.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And no question, it got a little bit heated there at the end.
Yeah, don't be surprised if sometime in the near future, this guy turns up dead with a couple bullet holes to the back of the head and they declare it a suicide. Why? Because the Bill Clinton body count is not a static number. If you guys enjoy my videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. Guys, I don't know how much longer my channel will be around here on YouTube. Please take a minute and sign up to my email list. It's free, painless, and you'll get some cool stuff. Also, take another minute to subscribe to my decentralized, censorship-free BitChute and Steemit channels. All these links are in the description. I want you to know this. If my channel goes down, I'll still produce content for you guys through my website and through BitChute and Steemit. So make sure you stay connected through the email subscription link in the description below. Just watch the 45-second video on my website and you'll be all set. If you want to support my work on this channel, grab a shirt, snag a flashlight, or hit me up on Patreon and PayPal. I'll see you guys in the next video. Before you go, check out one of the most in-your-face, hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirt stores on the planet. Just by wearing one of these t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, or cutoffs, and without saying a word, you can let people know that black rifles matter. You can inform the sleeping masses that fluoride is dumbing them down, that Google is a gulag-style censorship machine, that the Department of Homeland Security is merely security theater, that the NSA makes your private life their business, that the Grim Reaper supports everyone's troops, that we need to legalize freedom, that in life there are no excuses, that CNN is a communist news network, voting is the suggestion box of slaves, that 9/11 was a lie, and that all official stories should be questioned. Also, let people know we're in the middle of a full-blown sheep revolution, taxation is theft, The IRS is an immoral robbery service. Cops enjoy protecting and serving the crap out of you. That the space you occupy is not a gun-free zone, and that gun-free zones are the most dangerous places on earth. Your purchase helps support more hard-hitting content on my censored channel. As of the recording of this video, I have over 90 designs. I take your requests for new designs, and I'm adding new ones every week, so check back often. The link to the store is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.